There is a country in Europe that doesn't have a single airport, yet one of the richest countries in the world. In 2022, its GDP per capita was estimated to be around $187,267. It spans an area of just 160 square kilometers and has a population of approximately 40,000. During the Austro-Prussian War of 1866, the country deployed just 80 soldiers to protect its border, suffering no casualties. Its borders have remained unchanged for nearly 300 years. Today it stands as the last existing remnant of the Holy Roman Empire. This country practices constitutional monarchy, where the hereditary sovereign is the head of state, and the only country in Europe that still practices strict agnatic primogeniture, where descent is traced through male ancestors. This is Liechtenstein. The story of Liechtenstein begins in the Middle Ages, when the lands that now make up Liechtenstein were part of the Holy Roman Empire. This sprawling empire was less a United States and more a collection of fragmented territories ruled by dukes, counts, bishops, and knights. Among these were the lordship of Schellenberg and the county of Vaduz, two small but strategically located territories along the Rhine River. Schellenberg and Vaduz had little in common with the grand cities of the empire. They were modest, rural lands where life revolved around farming and local customs. However, their location made them a valuable prize for ambitious nobles looking to strengthen their influence in the region. Fast forward to the early 17th century, and we meet the House of Liechtenstein. This powerful and wealthy family hailed from Lower Austria, where they owned vast estates and held prominent positions in the imperial court. Despite their wealth and influence, the Liechtenstein family lacked one crucial thing: a seat in the imperial diet, the legislative assembly of the Holy Roman Empire. To achieve this, they needed to own land directly subordinate to the emperor himself. In 1699, Prince Johann Adam Andreas of Liechtenstein purchased the lordship of Schellenberg. A few years later, in 1712, he added the county of Vaduz to his collection. These territories were small and relatively unremarkable, but they had the golden ticket. They were imperial lands. In 1719, Emperor Charles VI granted the Liechtensteins their long-awaited wish. He decreed that Schellenberg and Vaduz would be united into a single principality named Liechtenstein in honor of the ruling family. And just like that, a new country was born. Although the princes of Liechtenstein did not visit their new realm for over a century. For much of its early history, Liechtenstein remained a quiet, rural backwater. Its princes were more interested in their Austrian estates and courtly life in Vienna than in the affairs of their tiny principality. However, the winds of change began to blow in the 19th century. The Napoleonic Wars swept across Europe, redrawing borders and dismantling the old order. Liechtenstein managed to survive these tumultuous times, thanks in part to its diminutive size and neutrality. In 1706, the Holy Roman Empire was dissolved, and Liechtenstein became a sovereign state within Napoleon's Confederation of the Rhine. When the Confederation disbanded in 1815, Liechtenstein joined the German Confederation, further solidifying its independence. The 19th century also brought economic hardship. The principality's isolation and lack of natural resources made it one of Europe's poorest countries. However, the era wasn't without moments of intrigue. During the Austro-Prussian War of 1866, Liechtenstein sent 80 soldiers to guard the Brenner Pass between Austria and Italy, while 20 reservists stayed behind. Although the army had to carry out its duties to protect the territory from possible attacks by the Italians, the war history notes that, actually, they did not need to do anything else, except to sit on the beautiful mountains, drink wine, and enjoy cigarettes. When the Battle of Königgrätz ended the war in favor of the Prussians, Liechtenstein's soldiers returned home. Remarkably, they came back with one more member. The 81st soldier had joined them along the way. Despite these challenges, the resilient spirit of its people and the gradual modernization of its economy laid the groundwork for a brighter future. The 20th century was a transformative era for Liechtenstein. During World War I, the principality severed its last political ties with Austria, a decision driven by the economic and political instability that engulfed the Austro-Hungarian Empire during and after the war. Instead, Liechtenstein turned to Switzerland, a neutral and economically stable neighbor, to establish a customs union in 1924. This partnership proved invaluable when Liechtenstein adopted the Swiss franc as its official currency. By aligning its economy with Switzerland's renowned financial system, Liechtenstein ensured stability, resilience, and access to one of the most robust currencies in the world. The move not only insulated the tiny nation from post-war economic turmoil, but also positioned it as a reliable and secure jurisdiction for international finance, setting the stage for its future as a global financial hub. World War II posed its own challenges, but Liechtenstein's neutrality kept it unscathed. After the war, the principality reinvented itself as a hub for finance and industry. In the 1960s, Liechtenstein enacted banking secrecy laws that further enhanced its reputation as a discreet financial center, much like Switzerland, which is known for its banking secrecy. Also, low taxes and a business-friendly environment attracted companies and wealth from around the globe, turning Liechtenstein into one of the richest countries per capita. It wasn't before long that Liechtenstein will find itself in deep waters. In 2008, Liechtenstein found itself at the center of an international tax scandal. It all began with Heinrich Kieber, a former employee of LGT Bank, which is owned by the Liechtenstein royal family. Kieber, feeling a mix of dissatisfaction and opportunism, decided to leak sensitive data about the bank's clients to tax authorities around the world. What followed was nothing short of a global frenzy. The leaked data revealed how wealthy individuals and corporations had used Liechtenstein's banking secrecy laws to hide money and avoid taxes. Governments, particularly Germany, launched investigations into their citizens' offshore accounts, sparking debates about tax evasion and financial ethics. The German government paid Kieber millions for the stolen data, exposing hundreds of high-profile tax evaders. For Liechtenstein, the scandal was a wake-up call. The principality's reputation as a financial haven came under intense scrutiny, and international pressure mounted for greater transparency. Prince Alois, the country's regent, took a proactive stance. Recognizing the need to adapt, Liechtenstein began overhauling its banking system. It signed agreements with numerous countries to share financial information and committed to aligning itself with international standards on tax transparency. The scandal, though embarrassing, became a catalyst for reform, transforming Liechtenstein's financial sector into a more accountable and resilient system. Although the 2008 tax affair could have permanently tarnished Liechtenstein's image, the principality's swift and decisive response helped restore its reputation. Today, it's seen as a model for how even the smallest nations can navigate global challenges with grace and determination. Meanwhile, the royal family began taking a more active role in the life of their principality. Prince Franz Joseph II, who ascended the throne in 1938, became the first reigning prince to live full-time in Liechtenstein. His presence helped strengthen the bond between the monarchy and its people. Today, Liechtenstein stands as a testament to resilience, adaptability, and the power of strategic alliances. From its humble beginnings as a rural backwater to becoming one of the wealthiest nations per capita, the principality has navigated centuries of challenges with grace and determination. Its unique blend of historical tradition, modern innovation, and unwavering neutrality makes Liechtenstein not just a relic of the Holy Roman Empire, but a thriving and forward-thinking nation that continues to punch well above its weight on the global stage. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Until next time, remain curious.